Pokémon GO just released its biggest update in years. The Biomes feature is now live, and for the first time, your in-game environment will finally match the world around you. Pokémon from the Kanto region will be linked to specific biomes, so today, I'm going to try to explore every new biome and see if I can catch one Pokémon from every Pokémon family in Gen 1. Excluding legendaries and regionals, there are 70 different families of Pokémon that I'm going to try to find in the next 24 hours. So we're starting off right here in downtown Long Beach. I've got tall buildings all around me, so we should be in a city biome. I'm about to open the game for the first time since the update went live and see what it looks like in this brand new world. It looks different. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Oh my God, that's so cool. There's buildings on the horizon, there's mountains in the background. It feels like I'm in the world. The mountains are that way. There are mountains that way. Well, there's not really buildings that way. There's just buildings on the horizon because I'm here in downtown. Let's see what the encounter screen looks like. Dude, this is so cool. I mean, we've been seeing it online, you know, as they've tested this for the last couple months, but to see it finally in-game looks amazing. There's trees, there's grass, there's rocks, there's buildings. Pokemon GO finally feels like the real world. Oh, and look at all that bonus XP. The Kanto Pokemon, the first 151 Pokemon, are closely linked to the biomes. Not all spawns are going to be biome specific, but Gen 1 Pokemon are going to be the best marker of basically what biome you're in, what types of spawns you can expect in a biome. So of course, in the city here, I just caught Magnemite. That makes perfect sense for a city spawn. We have Oddish, Clefairy, Voltorb, Machop, Execute, Eevee, Paris, all these Pokemon nearby, Kanto Pokemon that I'm specifically focusing on. And as we explore the rest of the biomes, we're gonna see what other Pokemon we can find. So aside from starting in the city, the easiest biome for me to explore is probably gonna be the beach. I live right by the ocean, so let's go down and see if the spawns change as we get closer to the water. I made it down to the water and already we have a really cool spawn. I found a Pokemon that I always find in the beach biome. Awesome Adam.
Oh, me. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about that.
Dude, that is crazy though. Like, what is that doing here?
Dude, I know. It feels like 2016 days when you see stuff like that, you know?
Okay, so, I mean, I guess we're not really at the beach. We do have mountains, there's water in the background. It's kind of like grassy.
Yeah.
I guess like the Pike, you know, this whole area is marked as a park, so maybe it shows up differently than like the actual sandy beach. But let's walk around a little bit, see what other Pokemon we find.
Did they change the metals at the top?
Oh, yours are broken.
Why?
Mine look normal. I mean, we are still in a pretty urban area. Yeah. It's really developed. We're in a park. I'm not really seeing any difference in spawns. Here, there is Tynamo, but again, it's mostly the Kanto Pokemon that are going to be linked to the biomes. Jigglypuff, Doduo, Coughing, those feel like city spawns, and I still need shiny Furfur.
Nice theme, dude.
So yeah, as far as the beach goes, I think this isn't it. This is probably just park. Like the background looks like the generic park. Maybe?
I think.
I don't know. Anyway,
we'll find out.
Let me claim these showcase rewards.
Oh, we got 2 first place.
Dude, someone knocked me out of first.
Oh.
I had 3 first places.
I mean, it's so cool you got 2, and one of them is shiny too.
And this one's Shadow, actually.
That's it.
Yeah. So over the weekend, I was in the mountains. I literally climbed a mountain to get this first place right here. But that's...
What's your progress?
It's 2. I've won 1 showcase before this. But I literally just won 2 in 1 weekend because I was kind of up in the middle of nowhere. I don't think there was anyone else in those 2 showcases that I won. What is this?
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask you, actually. It doesn't do anything after. It just unlocks and that's it.
It opens and...
That's it.
Rediscover Kanto.
Oh, that's it. Okay. I think it was just like instead of the professor talking, it's that.
It's the Pokedex gave me special research. Yeah, because there's no, like, you know,
professor,
you can tap the professor to talk to him.
I think that's what it is. I think the professor's on vacation.
The professor doesn't want you to see what he looks like after the Avatar update.
Oh God.
He's hiding, dude. He's embarrassed. So we'll just do a quick lap here, and then I think we're gonna go try to find an actual beach biome. We have Sandy Beach a little further down that way. We'll see what that's like. I'm gonna put this up there with Gengar in the rare urban area spawns category. City spawns. We got a wild Alakazam, and walking around here at the Pike, catching like rare Gen 1 Pokemon feels very nostalgic.
Oh,
good job,
sure.
good job, Niantic. Fair play. I mean, I know we're tired of Kanto events, but like this does feel, it feels good to like be excited to explore the game, see what's new, explore the world of the game, and find nostalgic Gen 1 Pokemon. You know how long it took me to find Grimer when the game first came out?
It was rare for no reason.
My God. I think it's safe to conclude we are definitely getting city spawns still. We have Growlithe, Jigglypuff, Meowth, Ponyta. The Tynamo, I think, is a nest here. Grubbin, even like, I mean, Makuhita, you know, I know, oh, tiny.
Oh, tiny Makuhita.
I know it's mostly the Kanto Pokemon, but I'm curious to see if non-Kanto Pokemon are also kind of biome specific.
Yeah.
Makuhita seems like a city spawn, but we'll see. We're gonna go find the beach now, see if we can get different spawns.
Grubbin.
We made it to the beach. It doesn't show beach on the map in-game, but check this out. Executor, that seems like a beach spawn.
That is definitely.
Palm trees on the beach in Pokemon Go.
It should have been
I love it.
Executor though.
It should have, but that's still pretty sick. I guess I don't understand how this works because we are still in a park. This whole area is a park. It looks like a Cherim nest. There's a ton of Cherim here. But we're getting the beach, you know? Even if like I tap on a Pokemon that's in the park, it's beach. So I don't fully understand, but anyway, what we're going for right now is a brand new Pokemon that just released with the Biomes update, Wiglet. It's a lot of people's favorite, huh?
Wiglet.
We had a lot of fun with Wiglet in Japan.
I remember that, dude.
We had a lot of fun with Tom's Wiglet in Japan.
Dude.
All right. Oh, Porygon too. I mean, we're still really getting urban city spawns here, even though we're at the beach. The water's right there. The sand is right there. It's showing in game. The spawns are still pretty city-like. Oh, but there's... Look at it poking out, dude.
Wiglet.
Oh my God.
Ah! Wait.
Are you touching my Wiglet
I'm trying to catch it.
You're touching my Wiglet and my balls, dude.
Bro, I'm trying to catch it. Hold on.
Playing with my balls.
Okay, listen. You know, throw the pineapple, bro.
Okay.
The pineapple berry.
Oh, you're right.
Pineapple berry.
It is a new Pokemon. It's not a Diglett form. It is a new Pokemon, so Pineapple that. It does take 50 candy to evolve. It broke out.
Woke Trio.
Broke out. It wants to go in and out a couple times before it settles in. You know?
This one's great, bro. It'll be rare if we found an extra large, extra small Wiglet, though.
I know where you can find one.
Oh.
Brand new Pokemon. Dude, that looks insane.
Dude, that looks wild.
Well, that's the new Pokemon. Make sure to Pineapple it. You need 50 candy to evolve. It spawns exclusively, as far as we can tell, in the beach biome, which, I mean, again, you don't see on the map, but we're here. We're at the beach. That's where you find Wiglet, poking up out of the sand. All right, let me catch these city spawns, and then we'll head down towards the beach a little more and see if the spawns get any more beachy as we really, really get close to the water. I'm literally standing on the beach.
Yeah.
My feet are in the sand. And I mean, there's ground types, but they're definitely not water spawns that I would expect at the beach. Maybe because we're still too close to the city. I mean, it's just suburban neighborhoods right up here. But we have, one water spawn just appeared. Tentacool.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
The first, I see what you did there. The first beach appropriate spawn on the beach. Okay, well look, we have Psyduck, which is something. Where are you? Okay. Well, I mean, I'll catch the ground types. Ground types on sand does make sense. I'll give you that.
It's a rock type, so rocks are on the beach, so.
That's true, but I would really expect these more in like a mountain biome. Although they're weather boosted right now, so maybe the weather is interfering. You know, it's sunny weather. That's why I have this hat on. It's so bright out here.
I know, I can't even see.
We found the beach biome. Look, if nothing else, we found the biome, we found the background. Can we find the Pokemon though? I need water types. I need Horsey, I need Seal, I need Staryu. There's so many water type Pokemon in Gen 1.
Of course.
I got a Goldeen. I did find a Goldeen earlier. Maybe we go further down the beach. Maybe we go to more of a beach.
Or Lapras.
Dang, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't really think about that. Surf City, USA. If we can't find water types at this beach, I give up.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, water type. Nice.
Nice.
So, Huntington Beach. Pretty beachy beach. Like, we got the beach. We're gonna walk out on the pier because that's probably about the closest we can get to like really being out in the water to get the water spawns. We got one seal, and then we have still weather boosted Pokemon like Oddish. I love the way that the map has been refreshed. No, I take that back. I like the way the map's been refreshed and updated. I wish that the biome was more obvious on the actual map. Like, if there was sand here, there's sand. I wish that would show here, so I could visually see before even like encountering a Pokemon that we're on the beach, that we're on the sand.
I agree.
I know that data is available for sure on OpenStreetMap. OpenStreetMap shows where there's sand. Can we get more water types? Dang, I'm really not seeing them. Okay, Adam, we're really out here. We're really out here, like in the ocean, and what are we getting? Birds.
Nothing.
Some birds that fly, some birds that stand. Oh, what?
He flies, but
wait.
He flies, but it spins his head really fast.
Why is that this background though?
I don't know.
Look, it's further out in the ocean. So here's Firo on the beach, and then further out.
Maybe it defaults when you're too far into the water.
What about this Jigglypuff?
I think it defaults when you're too far in the water.
We're back to like default biome, but then there's trees in the background.
That's so weird. We need like a water spawn.
Yeah. Okay, look. So it would make sense that the beach does end, right?
Yeah.
So the beach biome ends, but you're right, it should become water and not land.
Just land.
I'll be honest, I'm thoroughly disappointed with Huntington Beach as far as Pokemon Go spawns go. Like, it's low spawns. I know this isn't Huntington Beach's fault necessarily, but like, here's a Squirtle way down there, but we've barely seen any water types at the beach biome. I just don't understand it. So as we got to the car and we're about to leave, we found some more beachy spawns. We have a Magikarp and a gym. We also have a Cloyster. Now that is a proper beach spawn. So there are beach spawns at the beach, but maybe California's beaches are just too close to the city. You know, like we have buildings and stuff right across the street. It's very developed, very urban. So they're competing with the beach spawns. Oh, the Magikarp disappeared for me.
Amazing.
But that was kind of it. Another Magikarp, a little further down, but still really like mostly city spawns around here. We're definitely in a different biome now. We have kind of hills here. There's some wetlands over here, almost like a lake sort of, and definitely seeing different spawns, including everyone's favorite Pikachu. Dude, it's like a forest.
It's so cool.
What?
It's kind of called like a Viridian forest too.
Yeah, right? Like a forest biome, which is, I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking like kind of mountains, kind of lake water over here, but we have foresty background. And Pikachu, I mean, it was on the lure, I think, but it's definitely the type of Pokemon you would find in a forest. That's where you found it in Kanto. We have Spearow, foresty. Caterpie over here, foresty, definitely a foresty spawn. Ekans, I think that's the first one I've seen. Forest. I want to get closer to the water and see if anything changes. Ooh, we got an Onyx, which I guess is like a mountainy spawn, right?
Yeah, of course.
That makes sense. You
good? A bug in my eye.
We're in the hills, right? So I guess mountain spawns would kind of make sense. Adam said he got like a water background, like a lake when we were turning in, when he was closer to the water. So maybe, okay, well this road's not gonna get us there, but if we go back down that way and get closer to the water.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think we're gonna get water spawns, but we could probably see a different water biome. A little closer to the water and check this out. We're in a completely different biome. It's water in the background. So like the floor is still the same, right? The foreground is the same. The background is different. We had forest and mountains when we were up there. And then down here we have this sort of lake in the background.
So odd.
It's beautiful.
It's
but I don't see how it's really affecting spawns.
Yeah.
So, dude, get caught, please. Oh, wait, what? No wonder, it was a Ditto.
Oh, snap, I gotta catch it now.
I forgot Ditto is a Kanto Pokemon.
Wait.
And I needed to catch that. That's perfect. Good thing I didn't give up on that. Okay, now check this out. Even further down the hill, and Mankey has the mountain background. So the background's definitely changing a lot around here, but the foreground is staying the same. So, I mean, it's really interesting to look at this because, you know, we're in kind of an interesting area. There are hills here, there's water, there's trees, and we're seeing all of that in the game, but not necessarily at the same time. Like I guess literally water, mountains, trees.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? But it does change like from place to place. So I think if I get another incense spawn on the way back up here, we'll go back to just the lake background. Let's see, Diglett. Yep, just the lake, no mountains. But then right here, Grimer has the mountains. And then further up by the Pokestop, we have forest. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna look at OpenStreetMap and just inspect this area and see what we learn about it. We have a wetland, the Upper Newport Bay State Marine Conservation Area. I also have the US Geological Survey World Terrestrial Ecosystems Explorer. And if you zoom in right here, this area on this side is called Warm Temperate Dry Settlement on Mountains. And then right here, the green part, Warm Temperate Dry Forest on Mountains. And that's like right where we're standing.
So that's where we're getting forest and the mountain spawns.
That's gotta be somehow related. Like we're right, see that island there?
Yeah.
That's kind of like that, I guess, out there.
That's it.
So
that's literally it right there.
So we're on the border of forest and mountains.
That's why it's so weird the spawns here. That makes sense. That actually makes sense.
So let's see, we're like right on the border. This would probably be forest. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, but where do we find the water types?
Dude, for real.
So, armed with some new knowledge, Adam and I parted ways, and I geared up for day 2 of exploring new biomes. I've got a few hours left, and I'm still missing quite a few families. But before we start looking, I want to show you something. Check this out. Voltorb, right here. City biome. Ekans, right here. Grassland, mountain, water biome. We're right on the edge of 2 different biomes here. So the Pokemon on that side of the street, Caterpie, city biome. What about this Phanpy? It's really close, city biome. So the border is right here between Ekans and Phanpy. Now check this out. What I'm looking at here is a map of the current area with S2 cells overlaid. S2 cells are used for a lot of things in Pokemon GO, like determining how close Pokestops can be placed to each other. The S2 cell that you're in determines the location that's displayed on where you caught a Pokemon. So I'm assuming that they're probably also used for determining what biome you're in. Each S2 cell will probably be a different biome. Now I don't know what size S2 cell is used for biomes, but if we zoom in, you can see we're really like right on the edge of 2 different biomes here. That number 37 right in the middle is basically kind of where the Voltorb is, more or less. So that S2 cell is a city cell, and on this side of the line, it's this more wilderness biome. Okay, I think I found the other edge of the S2 cell. Right in the middle of the screen, right there, that was one edge, right? City on one side, mountain on the other. If I click on this Nidoran, mountainy, for whatever we're calling that, nature biome, and then right here, Gulpin, back to city. So we found the borders of that S2 cell. And if we look again, check this out. Here's one edge right there, and the other edge right here, right before the edge of these 2 buildings. Take a look in game. At the edge of the 2 buildings, Gulpin in the city. Inside the edge of the 2 buildings, Nidoran in the nature biome. So visually, I'm looking at level 16 S2 cells. And if that's correct, if we go up to the north edge here, we should find back to the city biome. Let's take a look. This should be it right here. That Doduo, definitely still in that sort of nature biome. And then Growlithe is above the northern edge of that level 16 S2 cell and is back in the city biome. So I feel fairly confident that we're looking at level 16 S2 cells when it comes to determining what biome you're in. I guess technically it could be a smaller cell size. Level 17 is half the size of 16, so it could be like these 4 level 17 cells, but it seems like level 16 might be the right size. So if you ever find yourself on the edge of 2 biomes, open up pogomap.info, go to the settings, hit the visual tab, and you can select level 16 S2 cells, or any level for that matter. But level 16, see if you're on the edge of a level 16 S2 cell. Now, I don't think spawn data is directly correlated with the biome that displays in the S2 cell, because obviously I'm getting a mix of kind of all the same spawns in this area, whether I'm in that nature S2 cell or the city S2 cell. same spawns. So the spawn data is probably coming from a lot more data points than just what that S2 cell is, but the biome that displays on the catch screen is probably set per S2 cell based on like an average, an aggregate of whatever biomes or data is in that S2 cell. Okay, here is Snorlax, still in that same lakey, mountainy biome. I gotta make sure I catch this. This is one of the rarest spawns for sure. And I mean, it could be a mountainy spawn, but I would think Snorlax is probably more of a city spawn, which obviously I get a ton of here. The biome doesn't reflect that I'm in the city necessarily, but the spawns do, for sure. And we know that right on the other side of one of these S2 cell borders is city biome. So we're probably getting plenty of city spawns, although the biome is showing a different biome in the background. In the meantime, I am still looking for a lot of water types. A lot of the Pokemon that I need are water types. And for some reason, I've just had a hard time finding water types. I'm here literally at the ocean. And I mean, we do have Goldeen, but I've caught that already. We have Poliwag, but I've also caught that already. And it's even rainy weather right now, so they should be boosted. Well, it's rainy weather in game. Is it just me, or has the weather been very inaccurate since the biomes launched? I don't know. But I'm gonna take a walk down by the water here because I think like 7 of the Pokemon families that I still need are water type. So hopefully I can find them around here somewhere. Where's this cloister? That feels like a good sign. This way. Okay, all right, I'm right here. Oh my God, about to fall into the ocean, down by the water, and I found a couple of the Pokemon I need. There's water types, oh God, ow. There's water types here, but ironically, the Pokemon that I need are not the water types. It's Pinsir, which I would expect in more of a forest biome. Although, again, bug type, boosted by rainy weather. Makes sense that it's out now, I guess. And Dratini, which usually has appeared in water biomes. Like down here by the pike, by the water. People used to catch Dratini all the time when the game first came out. So it makes sense that that would be here, but the actual water types that I'm looking for, still not seeing. I'm going further out into the water. Oh, rock's sharp. Well, there are water types. We got a Tentacool, but Tentacool, again, a Pokemon I already have. So I'm starting to think maybe, even though the game knows there's water here, you can see it in the background of the catch screen, maybe I need to go to a freshwater source. I've been hanging out by the ocean and bays of the ocean and seeing a lot of the same water types. And even though they all sound like ocean-dwelling Pokemon in my head, maybe I need to go check out a body of freshwater to find Krabby, Horsey, Staryu. Lapras is probably just rare, but those other 3 definitely seem like ocean Pokemon, but I haven't seen them anywhere near the ocean. Behind me, one of the biggest lakes I could find nearby, Ken Malloy Regional Park. Pretty sure it's a man-made body of water, but it is a lake, and I don't really see a difference in spawns. It's okay, I'm gonna have a walk around, we'll see what we can find. There are water types around. We've got a Magikarp here, which I've already caught. We've got a Goldeen, again, already caught. There's even an Oshawott, which shouldn't be influenced by biomes because it's only Kanto Pokemon, but I'm not seeing any of the other water types that I need. I guess as far as the biome goes, visually it looks just like it did over at the pike. We've got kind of the regular grass, a little bit of water, and then some mountains in the back. So maybe the biome is the same, whether it's freshwater or saltwater. The combination is just giving me the same spawns. Shelder. No, we've seen Shelder. We've seen Shelder and Cloyster. Got me excited for a second. There are water types, but I mean, maybe I haven't found the right type of beach biome. I've seen screenshots, like Yuri got a shiny Staryu at the beach biome. Maybe I just haven't spent enough time in the actual beach biome. I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you've seen out there. Oh, not a water spawn, but it is a Pokemon I need. Oh, the mountains are gone. Electabuzz. I kind of expected this to be a city spawn. We're probably close to the city. It's literally buildings right across the street. So Electabuzz I had labeled as a city spawn, along with Jinx I would assume is a city spawn. She belongs to the streets, but maybe only comes out when it's like snowy weather. Electabuzz was a good find though. I needed that. I think I see why the mountains disappeared from the background. Check this out. Here's that US Geological Survey ecosystem website I was looking at the other day. We're right here at the north end of the lake. This brown part is warm, temperate, dry settlement on mountains. the yellow part on plains. So mountains down there, plains up here. So somewhere around those Pokestops, the biome changes from mountains to plains, and that would explain why the mountains disappear from the background. Now, there are a couple Pokemon that I need that I think might appear in plains. I didn't catch Ponyta yesterday, even though I saw one. Vulpix, maybe plains. Nidoran female, if we're counting that as different than Nidoran male. But there aren't a ton of spawns up here on this side of the lake. I'm gonna walk around a little bit, see if we can find anything, but I might actually just need sunny weather to find Vulpix and Ponyta. Was I right or was I right? Ponyta in the plains? I mean, that's where you'd expect horses to be running, right? But I've kind of reached the end of the trail here. Just dead ends into the trees. But I think what I'm gonna do is head up into the mountains back there. You can see them over there. Get deeper into the mountain biome and see if I can find a few of the other remaining Pokemon. I'm giving up on the water types for now. I just think I need a different type of beach that I don't have or haven't been to yet. I need all the fossil Pokemon, Kabuto and Ammonite. They're both rock and water types, so they might just be at the beach biome that I haven't been able to find. I need Aerodactyl and Clefairy, which I would expect to be in the mountains, and maybe Vulpix up there also. So we'll head up there and see what I can find. Okay, I'm here at a park on a hillside, firmly in the middle of a biome called Warm Temperate Dry Settlement on Mountains. Here's what's going on in Pokemon Go. We have a really eclectic mix of spawns, honestly. The only Kanto Pokemon are Geodude and Machop, and I missed them. The only Kanto Pokemon I can see are Geodude and Machop, but we're definitely in the mountains. We have the mountain background, no water, some nice trees. Let's see what we can find if I walk around the park a little bit here. Wow, there's a really long trail. I don't know how many spawns it's gonna have. There's no Pokestops out there, but you know, I'll throw an incense on and we'll walk a little bit. Okay, I lied. That whole walking trail there is a golf course on the other side of this fence, and I can't get to it. But we are getting some mountain spawns here. I have an Onyx, but it's the beach. Why? Why are we at the beach, Onyx? I mean, the ocean is, like, down there. We're definitely not at the beach. Okay, take a look. Here I am with the S2 cell overlay at this park, and if I zoom out, I mean, there's the beach, but like, that's not that's not really close to where I am. So I don't know where Pokemon Go is getting this data on beach. The US Geological Survey website says I'm in a mountain biome, and the mountains in the background would confirm that, but I don't know where the beach data is coming from. Definitely still a lot to figure out with this new biome system, but I mean, I am getting mountainish spawns, right? I'm just not seeing Clefairy or anything else that I'm looking for, really. I lied again. I'm just kidding, it was true at the time, but Clefairy just spawned on the incense in a mountain biome. It's also weather boosted, but that is definitely one of the Pokemon I needed. Now, just out of curiosity, I want to see if I can find the edge of this beach transition. So Noibat down here, beach. Alomomola up here, beach. Those Pokemon are all in beach, and if I go to the east, there's a border there of a level 16 cell. I found the edge. Dugtrio, mountain. Pidove, beach. The imaginary line goes right past the edge of that little tiny building where the gym starts. And is that building right there? Does that make sense? Pidove is on one side of that line. Dugtrio's on the other? Well, I could really spend all day on this, but I got my Clefairy and I only have an hour left, so let's get out of here. I've decided to spend my last 45 minutes at another beach. I'm trying again, and right off the bat, I see mountain spawns. Let's see, are we even at the beach? Yes, we're at the beach, so that's good. I did just see a Wiglet on the nearby and it disappeared, but that's a good sign. That means we are at the beach. Wiglet only spawns at beach biomes. So hopefully, oh, there it is. It's this way. Hopefully that means I can find Krabby, Horsey, Staryu, and if I'm really lucky, Lapras, Kabuto, and Ammonite even. We're really coming down to crunch time here. There's the Wiglet. Beautiful, wiggling. And that gives me a little bit of hope that we might be in a slightly different water biome than the Pike, because I haven't seen Wiglet at the Pike yet, but man, I'm also not seeing any more water types nearby. Finally, a Staryu shows up. It's a very good sign because I literally have not seen one in the last 24 hours. So I might find the other ones I need over there too. Oh, wow, it's really crunch time. It's clutch time. Vulpix, not a beach spawn, not where I expected to see it. Maybe it's because of the mountains, I don't know. But the last few Pokemon I need are starting to show up. Please don't run. Dude, it's actually happening. Horsey, another one of the Pokemon I need on the incense. And then here is the Staryu. Yes. Oh, okay. Out here on this windy beach. I think that's it. Nothing else nearby. That was a clutch last minute. Let's talk windy final thoughts. Overall, I like the biomes. I like it a lot. It's great to see a beautiful visual update in Pokemon Go. There are a couple things that I wish were different. For one, I wish there were just more biomes. There's no desert biome that anyone's reported. The mountains, the forest, they all kind of look the same regardless of where you are. I would love to see some of the biomes affect the foreground a little bit more. Mountains pretty much only show up in the background of the catch screen, but I think it would be nice if you had like more rocks or dirt in the foreground just to differentiate it a little bit more from some of the other grassy biomes. Same goes for in this city. It would be nice to see like kind of sidewalks or streets, like paved brick paths or something to kind of show you're really in the city. The buildings in the background are a nice touch, but again, you're just kind of in the grass no matter where you are, unless you're at the beach. I also think it's really cool the way that the biomes react to different changes in the environment, whether it's changing of the seasons, like they have fall in the southern hemisphere right now, the weather, all the biomes look beautiful in snow, even the time of day, the way that the light reflects off of the buildings as the sun is setting is really, really nice. And hopefully that'll keep exploring feeling fresh as you get to do it in different conditions. I would also like to see Pokemon tied more closely to biomes. It's only Kanto Pokemon, which personally is a little bit disappointing, but of course I understand that if Pokemon were 100% tied to biomes, then there would be a lot of Pokemon that some people just couldn't catch because, you know, maybe you live in a mountain biome and you can't get to any other biome from where you are. So I think something like an 80-20 split would be nice, where 80% of the time Pokemon are really closely tied to biomes, 20% of the time you can just kind of find them anywhere. And then that way, even though you're seeing a lot of the same Pokemon in the biome around you, when events happen, it actually feels like there's something exciting going on. There are Pokemon spawning during the event that you don't normally see because they don't spawn in your normal biome. And that would make the constant events in Pokemon Go feel a little more impactful, I think. But overall, I think it's a great system and I hope Niantic continues to improve it with feedback. But now, last but not least, to close it out, I know you all want to know. Let's take a look at Age 0 and Gen 1, okay? I transferred duplicates, and in the last 24 hours, I have caught Pokemon from 63 different families in Gen 1. That's almost all of them. Obviously, some are gonna be pretty rare, Lapras being one. I think Jinx will be hard for me to find because we don't get snowy weather here, so it'll probably be rare most of the time. But overall, we got pretty close. Now, if you're in the mood for more Pokemon Go adventures, check out these videos right here and let me know down in the comments what you think of the new biome system, what Pokemon you found, what are your best catches, your rarest catches, what biomes do you have near you, and I'll see you in the next one.